Do you know what sets great products apart from the rest? Listening to users and building products based on their actual wants, needs, and preferences. Hi, my name is Alex, and welcome to UX Tweaks channel. Today we're discussing how to gather user feedback and insights with user interviews and how to conduct them effectively. Let's dive right in. User interviews are a qualitative research method. Essentially, they are one-on-one conversations with users that help you better understand their experiences, behaviors, and attitudes toward a product. During a user interview, you ask participants questions related to their habits, preferences, and how they might interact or have already interacted with your products. It's important to keep in mind that the goal of the interviews is not to validate assumptions you might have, but to listen and learn from users. This allows you to uncover hidden problems and gain inspiration for future product improvements. Before any user interview, you need to have a clear understanding of what exactly it is that you want to talk to users about. Usually, you can conduct either exploratory interviews or evaluative interviews. During explorative interviews, you try to understand what users actually need before you start designing solutions. During evaluative interviews, the goal is to validate whether a solution you have prepared actually solves the user's problem and meets their needs. For each of the interviews, you need to clearly define what questions need to be asked. It's always best to create an interview guide with the main questions to help structure the interview. It's also important to keep interviews under 30 to 40 minutes so that your participants don't get tired or overwhelmed. Usually 10 to 12 questions are enough for one session. Once you have an interview outline ready, consider how you'll conduct it. Nowadays, most user interviews are conducted using online platforms such as UX Tweaks live interviews or Zoom. It makes the interview process much more effective and allows you to reach participants globally. Conducting interviews online also means you can record your conversations when you receive the participants' consent. Recording allows you to focus entirely on the conversation rather than taking extensive notes. You can also revisit the interview later to catch details you missed, verify your interpretations, and find powerful user quotes for your reports. As for the note-taking, you can write down any memorable revelations or moments with key insights from users, or moments that stand out during the interview. You can also note any strong emotions or surprising reactions you've witnessed. The next thing to consider is who you invite to the conversation. Traditionally, user interviews are one-on-one conversations. You might also invite note takers. This way, you will focus on engaging with the participant and asking thoughtful follow-up questions, and they will take the notes for you. You can also invite stakeholders to observe the interviews. This helps build empathy across your organization and ensures everyone hears user feedback firsthand. During the interview, create a comfortable environment, start with a brief introduction, explain the purpose, and remind participants that there are no right or wrong answers. Listen actively and avoid asking leading questions. Instead of asking, "Do you think this feature is confusing?" ask, "How did you feel about this feature?" Let users speak freely without interrupting and give them time to think before answering. You should also pay attention to how users communicate. Body language, tone of voice, and pauses can reveal just as much about participants' experience with the product as words. Once you've completed your interviews, analyze the data you've gathered. Spend some 15 to 30 minutes after the interview reviewing notes and writing down important details that might be important for the analysis. Then, use affinity mapping to look for common themes across the interviews. Look for recurring mentions of specific pain points or unmet needs that multiple users shared during their interviews. Finally, organize user interview insights into one document. It can be a report, a presentation, or even a short video with key interview moments. And don't forget to include actionable recommendations for stakeholders so that your user interviews actually have an impact on the product's user experience. User interviews are an essential tool for understanding your users and creating better experiences. By preparing thoroughly, keeping sessions focused, having the right team set up, and actively listening, you can gather insights that truly drive product improvement. Remember, the goal is to listen and learn. not to confirm what you already think you know. And if you need a solid user interview tool, check out the live interviews by UX Tweak. With UX Tweak's live interviews, you can do everything in one place. Schedule the interviews, recruit the participants, set up incentive programs, create interview transcripts, and much more. Like and subscribe to watch more videos on all things UX related. See you next time.